exercise 2 math. If I have 5 apples and I add 1 more, how many apples will I have? 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1.
5 plus 1 equals 6.
All right, let's do 6 lunges. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if I have 1 banana, I have 1 banana and I add 2 more bananas, how many bananas will I have? One plus 2 equals 3. Right, you're so smart. Now we're going to do 3 push-ups if we can. You think you can do it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, this one is a tricky one. If I have 7 crayons and I add 1 more, how many crayons do I have? Seven plus 1 equals 8. All right, let's do 8 jumping jacks. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. If I have 8 blocks and someone gives me 2 more blocks, how many blocks will I have? 8 plus 2 equals 10. You're right. All right, let's hop 10 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good job.
Okay, now for a really challenging one. If I have 10 grapes and my mom gives me 10 more grapes, how many grapes will I have? 10 plus 10 equals 20. Yes! Oh my goodness. Okay, now let's jog in place to 20. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. High five. Whew, that was a great workout. I feel like I exercised my brain and my body. Great job, guys. Remember, it is very important to drink lots of water. That's how you say water in sign language. Lots of water after you exercise. It is very important to keep your body hydrated. All right, now we are going to continue our discussion about nature and animals. Remember, before we start learning, we need to get our bodies ready to learn. So, let's say it together, okay? Crisscross applesauce, hands in your lap. Back straight, chocolate shake on your rear. Root beer, lip zipped, cool whip. Shh. All right, are you ready to learn? Is your body, is your voice off? Are your hands in your lap? Are your legs crisscross applesauce? Are you on your pockets? If you're ready, give me a big thumbs up. All right, now it's time to sing the ABCs together. Do you remember how to sign the letters? All right, let's do it together. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Give yourself a round of applause. Great job. All right, now we're going to continue our discussion about nature. We talked about birds, how they have feathers, they lay eggs, they build nests. And we talked about insects. They have 6 legs, they can possibly fly. Some of them bite as a defense mechanism, but they help our environment, like bees. They collect pollen from one flower and then they distribute it to help everything grow. They're very helpful to our environment. Now we're going to talk about reptiles. Do you guys know what reptiles are? There are actually 4 different types of reptiles. There are turtles, snakes, lizards, and crocodiles. What are some different types of animals you would find in those categories? Maybe a snapping turtle, 2-headed turtle. Have you ever seen that? That's pretty cool. There are big sea turtles, and lizards, there's geckos, there's iguanas, chameleons. For snakes, there are some that are non-poisonous. You might have like a garden snake. There's also some that are really poisonous, so you don't ever want to mess with a snake. Some poisonous ones might be a rattlesnake. Have you ever seen a rattlesnake? They're super creepy. They actually have something on the end of their tail that it rattles. When I was little, I went to visit some family in Virginia every year, and there are tons of snakes there. And I actually saw a rattlesnake. Oh, did you know that some snakes can swim in the water? There's another one called a water moccasin. Those are really poisonous too. Boa constrictors are really big snakes. I'm not a huge fan of snakes. Those are just some of the reptiles that you could find. What are some characteristics? Or what kind of things do reptiles have? Reptiles have scales. They are vertebrates. That means they have a spine just like us. They actually breathe through lungs just like us. They typically have 4 legs, except for snakes, then they don't have legs. Reptiles are also ectothermic, which means that they are cold-blooded. So if we go outside, we may be cold, but our insides, our blood stays pretty warm, so we can keep living. Reptiles actually, they get their body gets heat from other sources like the warm sand or the sun. They have to be in warm places in order to thrive. They're also oviparous, which means that they lay eggs. There's a few types of snakes that actually have babies that aren't in eggs, but that's a whole nother story. For the most part, they do lay eggs. Where might you find reptiles? Well, since they need to be warm, you don't really find them a lot in colder climates, but they do live all over the world. Like, we still have turtles in Indiana, even though it can get colder. And there's snakes in Indiana too. Alligators and crocodiles, normally they are more in warmer, like Florida. Same thing with lizards. We don't really have lizards around where we live in Indiana, but you do find a lot of lizards in places like Florida or Texas or Arizona. Some people even have reptiles for pets. I know someone who owns a lot of a lot of snakes and some lizards and even some turtles. I know somebody who owns a turtle. So they can be pets as well, yes. So what we learned, reptiles are turtles, snakes, lizards, crocodiles. Also, they have scales, they're vertebrates, they breathe with lungs, they have 4 legs except snakes and some legless lizards, they're ectothermic, and they are oviparous. If you have anything else you would like to tell me about reptiles that I didn't already talk about, or if you want to tell me what your favorite part of this lesson was, please leave it below in the comments. That's it in our discussion about reptiles. Thanks for watching. Come back next time to continue our discussion on nature. Don't forget to like and subscribe.